This is the LEGO Speed Champion set number 77237, the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat with 390 pieces, and here in the UK it costs £23. My first impressions of this set are really good. I liked it as soon as I saw the images online and I just knew I had to have it, and luckily I got it for my birthday, so thank you very much to the person who got me this, and here I am, I'm finally building it. Yeah, I'm very excited. It just looks so good, and there are no stickers in this set. Not that there's many visual details on here anyway, but the little badge logo down here, that's a print. Taking a look at the back of the box, then we can see what the car looks like from behind, plus a picture of the real thing, and I think LEGO captured the look pretty well, actually. I know some people are kind of on the fence about this lime green colour, but it just pops. It's vibrant, and it looks nice, and it contrasts lovely with the black. Oh, it's a good-looking car. Inside the box there are 5 numbered bags, and note that they are all still plastic despite LEGO's pledge to switch to paper, which was some years ago. 5 numbered bags, which is more than I was expecting. Plus there's this car base piece which was just loose inside the box, and our 1 instruction booklet which is a little bit thick as well. No stickers included in this set. If you're a LEGO insider, download the LEGO Builder app, scan the QR code, and you can register the set to your collection to earn 20 free insider points. That's a cool thing I'll be doing. And the instruction booklet has 119 steps across 122 pages. And these are the leftover parts once you finish building, just usual one-by-one stuff, nothing too exciting there. But if you get this at the end, don't worry, you didn't do anything wrong, this is normal. Now the first thing I'll say about this Speed Champion set is that I've found the build to be a little bit more difficult than usual. Speed Champions tend to be just complicated, but I would say that this is overly complicated, especially out of all the Speed Champions cars I built in recent times. It just, yeah, maybe it was me, I don't know, I'm a pretty competent builder, I think so, but there's just some things where I was really impressed with the building techniques. Absolutely amazing, things I wouldn't even think of. Like, I don't want to spoil it if you get this set for yourself, but you know, the way that the clips and bars are used to attach the front end here, the angles, how this tile's in place, genius. I wouldn't have thought of doing that. And here, it's not even like, just, there's a lot going on, and it's so impressive how all like the LEGO math, the geometry, everything just comes together. Because looking at it, you probably wouldn't think that, but there's a lot going on under the hood. So yeah, I had to stop and think a couple of times and think, what, how, where is this going? How is that going to make sense? And it just does, and it comes together to make something that looks really, really good, doesn't it? And whilst it may be a bit more blocky than the real thing, of course, it's LEGO, it's going to be a bit blocky. This captures the look of a Dodge Challenger SRT pretty well, in my opinion. And if you don't like studs on show, then you'll be happy, because there aren't too many involved. Just got a couple here and here, which are kind of unavoidable, really, because they're bracket pieces, and there was no way to hide those. You could add a tile on top, then obviously it's just going to add more bulk and take away from some of the realism there, but that's your subtle reminder, hey, this is a LEGO car, because from a distance, it could just be, you know, a toy car or another kind of model-making kit. As I said at the beginning, there are no stickers in the set, so we've got a print here for the little badge logo. There's also a subtle print here for the grille, and round the back as well. The windscreen here uses this new trans black colour, which is very dark. It's got a bit of a blue tint to it, but it's almost kind of completely blacked out, and I feel that kind of takes away some of the look, because I'd like a bit more transparency, to be honest with you, but maybe that's just me thing. You know, I can imagine someone with this car, they've customised it, they want to tint out their windows, fair enough, and obviously they've got their different type of tyres and wheels going on here, which I really like. Using these kind of slick style tyres and wheels is really cool. The wheel is all like kind of one piece, you add on the extra little studs there for the hubcaps. It's just a nice little detail, it kind of completes the look. Inside then we've got some nice comfy seats with the red leather there, a coffee cup and a steering wheel, and then also a printed console in there as well. Minimal detail, but those seats do look very comfortable. They're kind of racing bucket style seats, so you could easily fit 2 minifigures side by side. Of course, this set does come with one, and we'll take a look at him in a moment. I really like the use of the curved slopes here, just kind of bring the body down and out and underneath. It's better than kind of using tiles to make it more flat, and how the whole thing, you know, even the wheel arches here, how that curves and sleeks under, it's nice, isn't it? Looking at the underside then, nothing too exciting going on here. You can see that pre-molded large car base piece that everything's built upon. I mean, the front, again, when I talked about it being a bit overcomplicated, I'm a little bit worried how, you know, the fragility of some of these parts, but I'm confident that they're not going to fall off within basic play or display. You know, you can really drive this around. That's going to be okay. It's just, when putting it together, there are certain fragile moments, everything locks in the end, but it does make you question yourself. So if you're unfamiliar with Speed Champions, if you've not built one before, I would take it slow. It's okay. You know, these things are tried and tested. It is okay. It's going to go together. But be a little bit patient with it, a little bit delicate, and it will all come together in the end. Now let's look at this minifig. So for the accessory, he just comes with a basic wrench. Every Speed Champion set comes with one of those. Although it doesn't really serve much purpose in this set, but hey, it's just kind of a running gag at this point. Although I think, honestly, this minifig kind of doesn't really fit in. I feel like his outfit is a little bit basic. I know the set is about the car, right? The minifigs are just extras at this point, because if you look at the size of the scale, well, he's a man standing on top of a car and he looks absolutely tiny. So it's minifig compatible, but not quite minifig scale, but that's kind of the way with Speed Champions these days. Just basic blue jeans. He does have a nice branded jacket with printing on the front and on the back. So I can't fault the print quality. I'm just not a fan of his fashion choices. And this is what it looks like with the minifigure inside the car. Oh wait. You can't see him? Oh no, he's in there. Look at that. It's just how dark the windscreen is. Like, maybe we can just about make him out through the side there, but you can't tell he's in there. So, look, there he is. He's in there. He sits pretty low down, I'll be honest with you. You can barely see over the steering wheel. And of course, this kind of makes a nice departure from some of the recent F1 sets, which I know not everyone is a fan of, how it's kind of bloated out the theme, and some of the race cars, people don't want that. So it's nice to see a normal car, I would say. It's not something Speed Champions do too often these days. The most recent example I can think of would be the Ford Mustang Dark Horse here, which again is a nice kind of basic, clean looking, just regular car. Although, interestingly to me, putting these two cars side by side, the Dodge Challenger here feels like it's a different scale compared to the Ford Mustang. I'm not too sure on how these cars size up together in the real world, but something about this one just looks bigger than this one, despite in Lego standards, them being built to the same scale. So what do you think? Do they look a bit weird together? I don't know. And in between here we have the Chevrolet Camaro from the NASCAR style, all liveried up, all stickered up, which is obviously quite the contrast compared to these rather two plain looking cars. But just for size and scale, yeah, even against the Camaro, this one feels bigger. All that's left for me to do now is add it to my Speed Champion collection, which is very quickly filling up with my F1 cars and other race cars and movie cars, normal cars, old cars. And for now, I'll just pop him on the end, but I might have to do a bit of a reshuffle because I've got more Speed Champion sets to build and there'll be more coming out next year. So I might have to put a couple more shelves. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out the other videos on this channel or on one of my other channels as well. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share with your friends.